Many parents today want to raise confident, resilient, and capable kids. But ironically, what's stepping in their way is their own instinct to overprotect their children. Today, I want to talk about the dangers of overparenting, why it's happening, how it's affecting our children, and what to do instead to raise kids who are strong, resilient, and capable to handle the world on their own eventually. My name is Efrat Amira. I'm a mom of 3 boys, ages 4, 7, and 11. I'm a parenting coach, and I love integrating the tools that I've learned from my own personal and spiritual journey into the way that I parent my children, and sharing those insights with you. So if you like this type of content, press the like button below so other parents can find it as well. Jordan Peterson talks about the archetype of the overprotective mother, not as an insult, but as a universal pattern. It's a pattern of a loving parent who desires to protect their children but crosses the line, becoming from nurturing to smothering, from supporting to controlling, from guiding to preventing the child to experience life on their own terms. In this pattern, the parent shields the child from dealing with discomfort, from taking risk, and from every potential mistake that they can make. And while the intention is love, the result is fragility. Now, this pattern didn't come out of nowhere. Jonathan Haidt, in his book, The Coddling of the American Mind, talks about how we change the way that we view kids from being robust and strong into being fragile. If in the past, parents would tell their kids, go outside and play and come back for dinner, today, parents ask their kids to let them know once they got to their friend's house. If in the past, parents let their kids figure out things on their own, today, parents call their teachers and coaches to handle things for them. So from natural hardship, we moved into micromanaged safety. And this shift, which is rooted in fear, anxiety, but also love, has dramatically weakened children's ability to cope with real life. Haidt talks about the fact that kids are actually anti-fragile. But when we overparent and overprotect them, when we intervene constantly, we solve every conflict for them, we prevent any failure, we cushion every fall, we unintentionally send the message to them that they're not capable, that they're weak, and that they need us to handle things for them. This is how kids become insecure, helpless, anxious, even depressed, and eventually have low self-esteem. I want to talk about a very important concept that Jonathan Haidt talks about in his book, which is called post-traumatic growth. We're used to thinking of hard experiences as being traumatic for our kids. That's why we try to protect them or sometimes overprotect them from being exposed to things that can be really hard for them. But actually, what we see from psychology is the other way around. People grow from adversity and hardship and challenges. They don't become traumatized from them if it is dealt in the right way. Because, as I said, kids are anti-fragile. The term anti-fragile comes from Nassim Taleb's book, Anti-Fragile. And he says that fragile things break under stress. Resilient things resist stress. Anti-fragile things become stronger because of the stress. And kids and human beings are anti-fragile. Children's nervous system, their character, and their confidence are all things that are meant to handle manageable challenges. Not overwhelming trauma, not abuse or neglect. That's absolutely not what I'm implying here. But real life difficulty in appropriate doses and that are appropriate for their age. When we overprotect, we remove those opportunities for our kids' system to become stronger than what it is today. Without challenge, there is no strength, there is no capability, there is no courage, there is no maturity, and there is no self-esteem. Self-esteem comes from competence. Many parents praise their children, hoping that it will help them feel good about themselves. They say things like, you're amazing, you're so smart, you're so special. But real self-esteem can only come from within. It comes from feeling competent ourselves. It comes from telling ourselves, I was able to deal with that. I dealt with it myself. I made that mistake and I learned from it. I figured it out. I failed and I got back up. No amount of praise and words that we say to our kids can replace the deeper inner feeling that is built through real life experiences and challenges. In the Kabbalah, which is the mystic part of Judaism, meaning is created through action, through building something, through contributing, through producing something that comes from within us. Our deep sense of purpose ties deeply to our ability to create, to influence the world, to bring something into existence. Children need this too. When we overparent, we rob them from that opportunity to be productive members of life, to problem solve, to help, to contribute, to build. Meaning is not something that we can give a child. It's something that has to come from within themselves through the engagement in the world. So when we put all of this together, the conclusion is undeniable. Overparenting creates insecure kids, dependent kids, kids who lack self-trust, kids who panic in the face of difficulty, kids who don't know how to make decisions, kids who collapse under pressure, kids who feel incompetent because they never truly succeeded on their own. Overparenting does not create safety, it creates fragility. So the good intention of keeping our kids safe is actually making our kids weaker, and weaker kids are not going to be safe in this world. So you're probably asking yourself right now, okay, so how can I change this? What can I do instead? I'm going to give you a bunch of examples of things that you can start doing today as a parent to gradually take a step back and let your kids be more dependent, deal with things on their own, and gain that sense of deep capability that they need to experience in order to become stronger, resilient, and capable adults. So number one is give them more space to roam. Let them go outside without constant supervision. Let them walk to a park or to a friend's house if it's appropriate for their age. And it's probably younger than you think. So just give them more geographical freedom. Let them roam around more freely in the world. Number two, let them solve their own problems. Instead of stepping in immediately, ask, what do you think you should do in this situation? Let them negotiate their own conflicts with their friends and their siblings. Let them figure out homework challenges and school challenges on their own. You can always be there to support, to sit by them, to offer advice if needed, but let them eventually handle it themselves. Number three, allow manageable risks. Let them climb a tree. Let them try something new. Let them experience discomfort without running to save them from it. Number four, let them make mistakes. Mistakes are data. Mistakes are teachers. Mistakes are what's going to build their resilience. Number five, give them real responsibility. Household chores, packing their own school bag, managing small budgets, managing their time, contributing to different family routines. Because responsibility creates competence and competence creates confidence. Number six, support, don't solve. Be present, be calm, be available, but at the end of the day, don't take over. Let your kids deal with their issues. Let the growth be theirs, not yours. Now, let me know in the comments below which one of those ideas is something that you can implement in your parenting today in order to step back a little bit and overparent a little less. Overparenting comes from love, but love without wisdom can do more harm than good. Our children don't need us to clear the path for them. They need us to walk beside them so eventually they can walk the path by themselves. So if you want to raise confident, resilient, and emotionally strong kids, your greatest gift is not protection. It's gradual freedom, real responsibility, and the chance to become someone who trusts themselves. If you want to dive deeper and learn how you can step back while your kids are constantly fighting, check out the video right here.